This guy is wearing a wreath around his head. I will just never understand orc fashion. Anyway, what's up guys? Tosan here with a video for Marksmanship Hunter Artifact paths. So, I wanted to quickly go over if you guys have any, questions of how you should be speccing your artifact for PvP. Unfortunately, it's not as clean cut as the Demon Hunter artifact because with Demon Hunter, you can pretty much go the same route for PvE and PvP. But for PvP, it's going to be a little different than our optimal PvEing spec. So unfortunately, you are going to have to take a hit on the PvE front in order to be better at PvP. But it's not a huge deal. You can still do some crazy DPS without Bullseye. But this right here is like the optimal thing you want to go for PvE. So quickly, I'll go over what is the optimal PvE path if you care. So obviously, you start here. The first thing you're going to want to do is go here, 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 here. Get this as fast as possible, then here and here. That's for PvE. Now for PvP, it's a little different. For PvP, you want to go here, 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 and then here. Actually, you want to get rapid killing first, probably. I think rapid killing for arenas is more important. So scratch that, sorry. Go all the way up here, follow the PvE route up until this point, then go left all the way down to Legacy of the Windrunners. Now, you might be thinking, but Tosan, you got the healing shell. Why are you telling us to do different? Well, I forgot how nerfed healing shell was in PvP, and I didn't want to spend artifact power to reset my talents, or my artifact traits. So, for PvP, I think the 9% damage on Mark Shot is much more important than healing shell. The reason why, don't get me wrong, for world PvP and doing random battlegrounds or even double DPS 2s or skirmishes, having self-healing is really nice. But the amount of self-healing you get from this is actually so weak in PvP. I believe it's cut in half, so it'd be 20% healing over its duration. But it doesn't even feel that strong. I'm almost certain it's 50% value in PvP instances and stuff, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels even weaker. Maybe that's because of dots or whatever, but now, Aspect of the Turtle isn't bad. It even works if you activate your Aspect of the Turtle and cancel the Aspect of the Turtle shell. The heal will still apply its full effect. But it just doesn't seem worth it, especially if you're doing 3v3 or 2v2 where a healer is involved. If you're playing with a healer in general, it's just not worth it. And frankly, in PvP, even if you're soloing and you don't have a healer in a BG or something, it's still not that great because it's rarely going to actually be the deciding factor of whether or not you die is the point. And gimping your damage from Mark Shot by 9% just isn't worth it. I mean, the damage is always useful all the time, whereas this will very rarely actually save your life. So I'd rather have a net DPS increase constantly. I mean, 9% on Mark Shot is pretty big, and Mark Shot hits pretty hard to begin with, so definitely don't make the mistake of getting Healing Shell first. I would say save that for later. So once you get all that, then you want to go for Quick Shot. Now, it actually is painful to me to get this so late, but I think Legacy of the Windrunners is more important. But after you go this route, and you have all this stuff you see here, minus the turtle shell and this instead, then you want to get Quick Shot. The reason is, in 3v3 especially, the faster this cooldown comes up, the better. Because I actually a lot of people take Spray and Pray, but in Arena, because our PvP template has so much haste on it now, in PvP instances, our Sidewinder cooldown is pretty low to begin with, and I never really feel like I need Spray and Pray. The only time I feel like, oh man, I wish my Sidewinder was up, is, let's say I just used Sidewinder on a mage, and then the mage ice blocks, or a paladin bubbles, or something like that. Then you're like, man, I want to swap targets, but my Sidewinder's on cooldown. So there's very rare circumstances where I'm like, dang it, I wish I had Spray and Pray. But in the grand scheme of things, this is one of the crazy, most powerful damaging cooldowns in the game, because not only does it give you rapid attack speed, but with the artifact trait, it also gives you the 50% increased critical damage buff. So this helps you get kills so much. It's such a powerful cooldown. And it coming up 30 seconds faster in Arena, and then a minute faster if you take this talent as well, is huge. The combination just means that instead of a 3-minute cooldown, it's a 2-minute cooldown. And that means it's going to come up faster in Arena. If you haven't won by the time that 2-minute is up, it's going to come back up and dramatically increase your chances of winning the Arena match with that cooldown. So I'll do a different guide on talents and PvP talents, so I don't want to get into too much detail on that front right now, but I definitely think this is the thing you want to go for next for PvP. And then after that, I believe I'm still going to go up here and go for increased Mark Shot crit chance. I might get Bullseye just because it's 1 point and it's good for PvE, but since they're about to buff our artifact power gains and everything in PvP, I don't know how much PvE I'm going to be doing, so I don't really care about maximizing my raid DPS. I don't even, do raids. I just do mythic pluses, and my DPS is going to be high enough without this anyway, especially when I unlock my 3rd relic slot later today. So I think I would go up here next for precision, and then I would reluctantly go this route for this golden artifact trait. The last things that you want to get for PvP is basically this whole area. This, and this are like your worst PvP traits overall. Now, this doesn't say any details about its proc rate, but it's been tested thoroughly, and right now this is garbage. It might even be the worst golden artifact trait in the game. It's a very small damage increase because it doesn't proc that often, and although, 9% damage reduction when you disengage seems really tempting, it's only for 4 seconds, and it's only after you disengage, so this is rarely going to actually save you as well. So these defensive traits are actually pretty lackluster overall. This 5 extra focus on Sidewinders is totally unnecessary. You're rarely out of focus ever in PvP, so I wouldn't even worry about that. So this is the stuff you want to get last, and I'd even say get the healing shell before you get these. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much it for PvP, guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll answer them, but I think it should be pretty crystal clear at this point. So thanks for watching, and peace out.